Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to River High School for the girls' high school basketball action. And now it's time for your Lady Pilots.
Well, Jensen, she's an all-round athlete.
I always thought she would go big in basketball, and now she is.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your Lady Pilots. Junior number 1, number 20, number 10, number 5, and at 6'1" senior number 33, Jensen Coretti.
As a kid, living in a small town was like different because you really knew almost everybody that lived in the town. So, I mean, it was kind of like carefree. Scout in the country, my house is. I have one lane, and then I have like 4 neighbors.
Jensen was an outdoors, tomboyish girl. She loved to climb trees, ride bicycles, play ball. She's always loved animals and was always looking for an adventure. The state called us and asked us if we would take Jensen when she was 11 weeks. We started foster care in 1991. And we've adopted 11 children, and she's actually the 9th child age-wise.
Growing up with 10 other siblings was pretty crowded. Like, there was pretty much 2 bunk beds to a room. Day to day, it was really interesting, and you would never find a dull moment.
And
Jensen has 8 older brothers and sisters that were always playing sports. So she was always around sports. But we've seen her actually take an interest in a basketball around 3 years of age.
My mom was the one that actually started it, and then I would always just dribble, and that's just how it started, I guess.
She would want to practice, going from hand to hand and stuff. And she would try to get her cats to stay there so she could dribble around them.
I would get a plastic baggie, and I would like tuck it in my shirt with bologna in it, and the cats smelled it. So they'd chase me around as I would dribble, and I'd use them as an obstacle. I could have easily put a cone down, but I love cats, so I just had to use them for something.
I thought that it was a pretty intelligent move for a 5-year-old. She started playing AAU, I think her freshman year. I always thought she was great. I've always thought she was awesome. And then this summer, people just confirmed what I always thought. Our high school team went up to a shootout in Lindsley.
There was a coach there from Cleveland, and he had a travel team with him. He was coaching his team in the championship. I think they were going in overtime. I was shooting really good. I was playing great all around. He left their game to come watch me play. And then after the game, he introduced himself.
Kirk Perry had come up to Jen wanting to know who she was because he had seen her on the court. And then he had asked her to come join his AAU team. Our daughter, who lives in Cincinnati, had been visiting, and Lacey took her and dropped her off to go play with a coach she didn't know and a team she'd never met.
Towards the end of that tournament, I noticed most of the colleges were at my court. The coach told me that they were there for me, but I was like, no way, I'm not really that good. But a couple days later, our phone was blowing up.
My phone would ring, her phone would ring, the house phone would ring. I was talking, she was talking. I didn't know what numbers went with what names. I didn't know what names went with what colleges. And it went on like that till almost 11:30 that night.
After the first 10 calls, I was just like in awe. I was like, there's no way, I must be dreaming. But I was awake. The experience has changed me by I feel more confident with myself now. And I'm really just lucky to be here.
All right, I'd like to thank everyone for attending today's signing ceremony for Jensen. We're all very proud of her, and we know she's going to make the right decision, and we wish her the best of luck. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Jensen.
All right, I want to give a special thanks to my family. My parents have helped me tremendously through this whole process, and I couldn't thank them enough. I'm sorry. They always told me to put God first and I will never fail. And they were right. He has blessed me beyond belief. Narrowing down the list and weighing out the pros and cons of each top schools, I have decided that I want to continue my schooling and basketball career as a
Hey, Coach McGuff.
Hello?
I want to be a Buckeye.
Really?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Yes! That's so awesome! Jason, I'm so excited. You made my night, week, you made my whole year. I am so happy. Welcome to the family!
better. Okay? Yeah, that's why I came here. There are many pros. And listen, you're not going to have to worry about the parking situation next year.